Hi everyone, my name's Chris and today I'm going to show you how to prep some real basic plants you'll get in your local fish store. Now this is going to be really quick, really simple, basically for a beginner. Anyone can follow this. So I don't think you need any special equipment, high-end lighting, expensive media, anything like that. Watch this video and you'll know how to prep and plant real simple aquarium plants. I've got two plants here, Cryptocoryne Beckettii and Cryptocoryne Petchii. Now you'll find both of these in near enough every aquarium shop. They're really low demanding plants. Anyone can plant them, anyone can prep them, anyone can grow them. As you can see, these plants are grown in pots. Now these days you can get plants grown in pots, you can get plants grown in jelly, which is grown in a lab, or sometimes you can find them just free floating. Now don't be fooled, this looks like one plant, but actually if you want value for money and the best possible outcome, we're going to learn how to divide this plant so that at the end of the day, every plug you put in the soil will turn into one of these. You'll get a lot more out of the plant you buy, your tank will look a lot fuller, and in the end the whole system that you've got developed will grow healthier. So with me I've got some real basic bits of kit, nothing expensive, nothing high end. I've got a water spray. Now this is used to keep the plants damp. They don't want to dry out. They're aquatic plants. If you let them dry out, their health is going to deteriorate. They might even die off. So we want to keep them nice and damp while we're working with them outside water. I've got a pair of ordinary kitchen scissors. Now I use these to take the plastic pot off the plant and then maybe clean some of the rock wool off. And also I've got a pair of pincets, which are basically tweezers. I've got them available to me, so I'm going to use them, but really anything would do. You could get a blunt kitchen knife, use them in the same way. I've also got two plastic trays. One of them I'm going to use to put all the waste products in. The other one I'll use to lay my prep plants in. So when I come to plant them in the aquarium, I can simply pick them out and plant them in the soil. Right, so with me now, I've only got two plants, but in reality, I've got about 20 pots to prep today, so I don't want them to dry out. So what I'm going to do is use my water spray every now and then when they're looking a little bit dry, just give them a little mist over like that, that's fine. Some plants like ferns are more susceptible to drying out, so really I would keep them in a bucket of water if it's going to be out the water for a period of time. But these little Cryptocoryne is really simple, give them a little spray, that's good enough. So I'm going to start with the Cryptocoryne Beckettii. Now this is a really good quality plant, I can tell that because the pot easily removes and the roots are looking really good and healthy at the bottom there, nice and white, no brown or kind of mouldy or mushy roots which would indicate rot, so that's nice and healthy. Now next step is this weight on the bottom. We simply remove that and that's just kept to keep them down in the water in the fish shop. That's going to go in there and then we're left with this. Now this is rock wool, this is just a basic media the laboratories use to grow the plants in instead of soil. It's cheaper and it's easier, it does exactly the same job, but we don't want that in the aquarium, so we're going to remove that and that's the next step. Right, there we go. So most or 99% of the rock wool is now off the plant. I'm just going to trim these roots back a little bit. Reason being that some areas of the soil or your sand that you're planting aren't going to be that deep, so you're just going to make your life a bit easier. Also, it helps to stimulate the root growth. So if you trim a little bit off, you don't want to trim more than a third off, but if you trim a little bit off like that, when they're freshly planted again underwater, the root system is going to be stimulated. It's going to grow healthier roots and in turn a healthier plant. And there we go, from one pot of plants I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 plants. Now I'm going to individually plug them in the soil, leaving about a 2 centimetre gap around them for the plant to expand later on. But everywhere I plant them, I'm going to get a good healthy plant, and in the end it's going to look brilliant. Hopefully that's covered all the basics. The only thing left to do is actually push it into the soil in the tank or the sand, whatever you choose to do. If you're putting it into soil, that's absolutely fine. It needs to be aqua soil. Again, if you're unsure which soil to pick, ask your local fish shop and they'll be able to help you out with that. You can grow basic plants like Cryptocoryne, or some species of it anyway, in soil, in sand, but you will need root tabs to push into the sand before you plant the plant, and this just literally gives the plant some nutrients at the root level. So over time that tab will dissolve into the soil, into the sand, and the roots will pick up the nutrients. As important with every plant that you plant in an aquarium, you do need a source of food. So get yourself a fertiliser as well, read the instructions on the back, dose as recommended, and over time you should have a nice healthy planted aquarium. Thanks a lot for watching. Give me a comment down below if you've got any questions. Give me a thumbs up, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll keep making videos. Thank you very much for watching.